Good morning, Bitcoiners. April 17th, Wednesday morning. I'm going to operate off an outline in this video, make it a little more articulate for you so I don't come back and ramble on. Okay, overall analysis on the market. So quick, I'm just going to start here on the full last cycle back here. This is where I got into Bitcoin, down here, late November, early November area. What I want to draw your attention to is where we're at now, of course. There's a lot of similarities. I'm sure you will see them. And this is something I'm real familiar with from last cycle. And where I made my mistake last cycle was right here. Now I don't think we're anywhere near this current cycle's top, of course, but I do want to show you where I had basically life-changing money. On the verge of it, right here, the Elon Musk dump. This one, Powie. That's what wiped me out. And had that not happened, I would be in a totally different position. And let's just leave it at that. It's just called the Elon dump. It was probably bound to happen anyways. Maybe it went a little higher. It doesn't matter. It probably wouldn't work. It would have been worse. We just call it something else. Right? It's just the market. This is how it works. And so lots of similarities. Get this off here. After this, I'm going to go and show my swing trade, which is basically real good for investors, long-term investors, or if you're looking to, like, if you've been buying in, dollar cost average, and you want to sell the top, good for that. And then after swing trade, I'm going to go down and chart a little day trading setup that I looked at my phone when I woke up, and it looks like it's on Robinhood. So hopefully I can get to that and set that up for you. It's a parallel channel format. I saw it on my smartphone. I haven't looked at it here yet, and we'll go do that last. So anyways, what I want to focus on is this whole thing here, right? This whole thing here where I made my worst mistake ever, and compare it to. Now this gets a little tricky here because you kind of looking at it on this scale. You kind of want to start with this guy here, right? And compare it to this guy here, but I don't think so. I don't think it's going to go that low. Now it could. That's the 48,000 down to 38,000 range. And that could be possible, and I'll talk about that on my swing trade chart. But what I want to focus on here is this area here. I want to show you. Let's zoom in. You can see consolidation area pumps up. This is actually a 4 top. Dumps, big hard dump. And this is exactly, right? I mean, I'm very familiar with this. I have PTSD from this. Literally, I still waiting for the huge dump, and that's kind of like where we're at right now. That could happen. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But I want to show you. Let's put some height. Let's stretch this out a little bit, and just look at that. All right, it's got this consolidation, the pump, top, and then another top, 4 tops, and then the big crash, and it's feeling really familiar right here, folks. So let's go here. I've got the screen stretched out. Let's broaden this a little, stretch it out, put it into perspective. Look at that. That's maybe not quite so tall. Let's unstretch it a little. That's in my mind. I've pictured this, and this is kind of the first time I'm doing it right now on this chart. I mean, well, yeah, in my mind, picture it's just very familiar, right? If you got this consolidation here, and it's pumped up, right? Top, down, top, down, top, down. Right now, who knows? It could do anything, right? Who knows for sure? I don't want to speculate too much in this video. Maybe it puts in another top, and it comes down. But anyways, we're in that ballpark clearly. Now, also, there's a few things that could happen. I think on the grand scheme, the real macro forever chart, I think that really what's going on is that we are this consolidation that we're in now could be a top that comes down. This guy could come down, but in the grand scheme of things, if you wanted to compare it to last cycle, that top we're at right now, the all-time high of Bitcoin, it's probably comparable to this consolidation here at the all-time high of the previous cycle. So I don't want to confuse you. I was just comparing the structures, not the place in the cycle, correct? So likely in the cycle we're in now, we still have this to look forward to, right? We're here at the circle in that area. Now it might not be that big, but this is where we're probably heading still over the next, 2024. We'll just leave it at that throughout 2024. And I just was comparing the structures there. You got the idea. So this what I'm guard. Let's go over to my swing trade chart. I was day trading yesterday. I started a day trade challenge for myself in my last video, and I did good. I'm gonna do that for a couple more days here. Like I said, I'll end this video. I do believe there's a real neat parallel channel forming. I think the hourly chart. We'll go have a look at that at the end. Let's see if I'm right. Okay, here's my swing trade. Now it looks like a mess down here. I'm in a long. I'm longing and shorting at the same time. And the reason, so essentially what I did here, that long, you see, I actually longed the top. And it looks terrible, but I've taken profit many, many times on the long and the short. But my green line up here is where I long the top. What I was doing up there, because I wasn't sure if Bitcoin was going to be ripping up to 80,000, and I had a huge short in. I was protecting my short, so it started dumping. So I took profit on my short, right, and just let my long stay open. If you saw that last video, I was a 10x long, and now it's a 5.5x long. So I don't want to talk too much because I just went on forever. It's hard to explain it, and so I'm not going to keep doing it. But anyways, my point here is you can see my long and short down here on the bottom. My short is pretty small, and I took profit on that short right there twice yesterday. I'm gonna try to snowball this in like I did last cycle to life changing money. We'll see how it goes. You're seeing me start small, and I show my trades. I want you to know who you're listening to on YouTube, and we'll just leave it at that. And so, okay, take a look at my trades down there. The short, the long, and let's go to the big screen, and I'll show you what I'm doing. So that short, I'm trying to go underwater on both these trades, on the long and the short, and I'm basically hedging. And I can just fiddle with it like a spider on the web. Change this, change that. So you can see the red line here is that little short I'm in. The green line up here is the long I'm in, and they're both underwater. What happens if it dumps? I have down here, I have a whole setup of buys to protect my long. This is my liquidation price. It's down here at this 53 to 50,000 level, which I do think we have a pretty good chance of coming down to. But real quick, I just want to say, what happens if Bitcoin just would pump from here? What would I do with that short? Well, I would just let it go way underwater because it's not very much money, right? I'm just saying I just have a decent, not perfect, but I have good command of how to do this. So I just let the short go underwater, right? And then the short liquidation's up here. So if I put another $300 into that short way up here at the elevated level of 70,000, right? That of course that brings up my entry way sky high. So eventually I would just wait for the correction in Bitcoin up here where, say it pumped to 80,000, it'll come back down. There'll be a big correction. And at that point, my short entry would be elevated and I would take profit on the short way up here. So I try to explain that in a previous video, and I just has a hard time explaining it to people that may not understand it is really the real problem. So anyways, this green band here is protecting my liquidation. And also this short, if it comes down here, I have this blue line. You can't see the blue, but over here on the far right bottom, there's a blue section, 53,333. That short will take profit. It will basically be 100% trade, right? So the short profit line, take profit, is right in here at the top of the green band. You just can't see it. And so if Bitcoin dives down here to the 50,000 level, and that could be, I don't want to scare people, but it could be rapid. It could be like just a daily or 2 daily candles, and it could be a death wick. A big red candle and a death wick down to 47,000. That's on the table. It really is. No, I don't think so. But right? That's what I'm guarding against. That's what took me out. This is the exact spot that took me out last cycle. So I'm not going to play games. And I don't want to give out, so I'm super scared video hype, right? But I'm guarding against that because this is a level for sure to watch, and it's say 39,000 to 49,000. This is definitely could be. It could be. It would be hard for it to go down through there. But anyways, I just want to show you that. These two white horizontal lines I have here. Well, I don't know why that one got pushed down. Shouldn't be there. This white line should be here. Sometimes my lines move. I do apologize. That's there, about 50,000 level, 50 to 53,000. It's probably super strong support with all the buying pressure that'll come in. I don't want to scare people, but I do need to say that is possible. That a big dump comes and there's a big wick on bottom that just flashes down and is immediately bought right back up. Right. That's what I'm guarding against. That's real similar. Now let's go down here onto this chart to I think there's a day trade setup I saw on my Robinhood on my phone when I woke up. Let's go down to the hourly chart. The other day, I think I said that earlier in the video. I've turned this video off once and started over. So I do believe if we go to the hour chart, I had too many patterns on my chart the other day, and it's all on top of each other. It's amazing how many patterns this thing prints. It's just nonstop. I've never seen it like yesterday. I mean, they're just on top of each other, just boom, 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 and it got it kind of confusing. So, so where was it? There it is. Okay, so you know what? Let's go to a chart that's clean. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you what I saw on my smartphone. It's on the weekly chart, actually. This point here, this point here, and this point here. These are all lining up. No, my bad. This point here. I saw it on my smartphone on a line chart, not that guy. So that's a good. It's gonna be a good size pattern. Those 3 points should line up, and I haven't done this yet. That's why I'm doing this. I want to show you how I chart this stuff. I'm gonna say, and even though I can't see a bottom trend line in there, I'm gonna say this is a parallel channel, a deep, steeply inclined red. Green, bullish, descending parallel channel. Now let's go see if I'm correct. There's definitely a trend line there on top to watch. But I see very few trend lines that don't have a corresponding trend line on the bottom and also a dotted line in the middle of them that's basically invisible to the human eye as far as I'm concerned. But let's go see. Let's pull up a clean slate here. And let's see if I'm right. And lots of people shouldn't be day trading. If you're not experienced, don't day trade. But this is real good information that I'm about to show you, just overall on how to chart a pattern. And okay, so let's see where are we at here. Without my pattern, this what is this? It was these three here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is let's go just down, broaden it out, put some height on it. And I don't like the height too much. Okay, that's about good right there. So let's take the parallel channel tool, and let's see, is it this one? Let's put the magnet on. I think this is the fun part, man. I don't know. There's just something about me. I really like doing this. And let's see if I'm right. If those actually do line up. Let's get on the right point there. They're basically perfect. Let's go to this wick. That wick's actually more perfect. See how it's working? The red wick on top. That middle point doesn't quite touch it. It's not that big of a deal. But I can get real precise with this. So I actually like this little wick on the green here. Boom. See, whoops. I didn't mean to do that, but let's see. I was trying to show you. Let's go see what on the bottom where's it line up. We'll just kind of have a look here, take a gander. All these, my magnet's on, right? So it's going to click on all these different points. Let's try this one. That's fairly interesting. This is kind of looking like, I kind of get the feeling Bitcoin's going to have a dump down here to 58, 57,000 and complete this bottom data point. A while back, I was talking about how I can see these channels coming before they happen, right? And so right there, what I'm saying, my experience, that looks to me. I have the price line marked in black, so I can see it through all the color when I get color on there. If you look over on the right, the price is at 63,000, 223 in black. So the black line going across is where it's at now. I guess you can see the bar candles, but stupid. Just stop mumbling. That suggests that we're dumping over the next few days, and now I don't. That's probably we're dumping to there and then pumping from there. It's hard telling. You can't really speculate about the future, but I like this. See this area here. Let's just get my cursor off there. See that area there? It's got a data point here. See that? And of course, it's got a data point here. A green candle goes closed directly on it. There's also a wick basically close to it. There's another red wick here. Let's zoom in. This red wick here touches basically off of it. So I like that, even though there's probably another channel in here hidden. Like that one's not too bad, but for now, I'll keep that in mind. So, so a lot of this is there's other channels in there, so they're not really worth marking, but there are other resistance and supports in there running down with this, and they are cool to look at. But we'll just leave it simple. That right there looks pretty good. What else now do I want to look for? Do I think it's a valid pattern? Well, let's go look on the dotted line in the middle. We've got 3 points on the top, so that's good. Here, let's see how it comes down off the bottom. It comes right back up. Resistance, exactly. Dumps away from it. Resistance, exactly. Dumps away from it. The bigger dump comes back up, goes through it, comes back down, bounces directly off of it. Support, right? It's dumps down towards it, not quite to it, and then a big dump, and then it recovers. And look where it recovered to, the dotted blue line. Dumps back down, bounces off the bottom again. Right, look at dotted blue line, support, resistance. Comes up, bounces off the top, and then what does it do? Right, why do I think this is a valid pattern? I saw it on my smartphone. I just wanted to do this for you live to show you how I do this, and so this is going to be a real tasty range for day trading for the rest of the day for me, unless it breaks out the top right now. So I do expect a dump from the top. Like I said, this is looking dumpy. The Bitcoin market is looking dumpy, and it'll probably be that way for a while, a week maybe. And I wanted to say Eric Crown channel is a good professional TA guy. I mentioned some channels I still watch on YouTube that I think are worth my time, so I'll recommend them to you. Eric Crown, the Crypto Cave. I'll put the link down in the description. The link to his channel's down there. He doesn't really show trading and stuff, but he just gives an overall and his analysis of the overall market. He's pretty good. I do believe he used to be on Wall Street. I'm not sure about that. But anyways, so it comes back down to the dotted blue line. And now do you think it's a valid pattern? Right? Look at this blue line going down. It's just nonstop support for, let's say, 1,700 to just 24 hours, almost 23 hours in a row. I mean, of course, it's coming down below it, but it's not. You can see it. Just boom, 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 and then it comes back up. What does it do? Bounces off or gets rejected, comes down, gets rejected, dumps down, goes back up, gets rejected directly off of it, comes back down. One last. Let's extend it, right? Let's extend it. I should have extended it. My bad. I should have had it like this to begin with. Where is it? Right there. One last hurrah. Trying to get out. No, sorry, rejected. And then dumpy dump. I think this is dumping, man. So you know what? I'm going to wrap this up and fund this. That's probably a real great trade I'm about to miss. Right there. It's probably dumping back down to the dotted blue line, maybe to the bottom. And I'm going to leave it there. You can see what I'm doing. And my overall analysis is that we could be coming down to 50,000 or lower. And I would say no matter what kind of position, of course, I'm on my swing trade. I try to get stuck in that long, and of course, I don't. I could be a much better position, but that's what I'm trying to do. I don't really care overall. I will take profit on that long and that short, as long as there's not a flash crash down to under 40,000 or something, stupid. So, anyways, that's what I'm guarding. Guard against the dump. After this dumps, let's go daily chart real quick. I'm sitting here. I know I'm missing the trade. I sit here when I'm not trading, and I see these things happen. I can say this is going to happen right now, and then it happens, and then I'll go to start trading, and I won't see something like that for a long time, so or quite a while, right? Okay, so here's the back to the daily chart. This could be coming down, right? This could be coming down for sure. No, I don't know at the time. It could be rapid. It could be over the next 10 days. Don't when I start scribbling. Don't look at how I'm scribbling. This is just general speculation out into the future. This is 53,000 here, right? And then the good news is no matter what happens, we're in a bull market. It probably doesn't come to 50. But that's what I'm guarding against, and everyone out there should be guarding against that. You should be prepared for that, and be prepared for a dump to 50, but be expecting, maybe 57, 58, and then go, or worst case scenario down in here, right? That's probably about right. I'm out of here, man. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day. Later.